My topic is on Jainism, and my name is Christi Fenison. To become set free from karma's bondage is to reach nirvana. The eradication of karmic particles in order to become eternally blissful is a value for perfection that drives the Jain religious followers to live peacefully under what we would consider extreme self-sacrifice. Though our culture in America places emphasis on humanity's reign over the animal kingdom, it is important to understand that not all cultures see humanity as a separate entity with rights over other living creatures. And Jainism is especially known for its non-violence towards both humans and animals, and its vegetarian lifestyle is part of the path to nirvana. As a student of the inescapable human culture, I am extremely interested in understanding the realities of other world views, and have studied Jainism in great depth with admiration towards the inner journey of the Jains. A closer look at the ancient history, beliefs, and customs of Jainism provides outside cultures such as ours a glimpse into understanding the peaceful 7 million souls that make up 1% of India's population, according to the 2005 publication of World Civilizations by Upshur. Religion is rooted in history. While reincarnation is believed by followers to have regulated the universe for eternity, the documented history of Jainism reaches back into the 8th century BC, when Lord Rishabha achieved enlightenment and became the first god of the Jains, or Jina, in the present cycle. 23 Jinas have followed, completing the cycle of 24 successive births, which Jains believe reoccurs throughout history, giving divine revelation to each era. Colorado State University's website, accessed June 4, 2012, says that the 24th and last Jina was Mahavir Jayante, a contemporary of Buddhist time, who was born in 599 BC as Prince of Bihar, India. And like the Buddha, he had left home to attain enlightenment. He is considered the founder of modern Jainism, organizing the fourfold order of monks, nuns, laymen, and laywomen, and renounced worldly passions. The Fundamentals of Jainism's website, accessed June 4, 2012, quotes that he taught, "A living body is not merely an integration of flesh, limbs, and flesh, but it is the abode of the soul, which potentially has perfect perception, perfect knowledge, perfect power, and perfect bliss." Since Mahavir, Jainism has followed a history of teacher-to-pupil lineage. It is the monks who are known for passing on the teachings of the 24 Jinas, especially those of Mahavir, which Upshur's World Civilizations, published in 2005, says were compiled 200 years after his death and finalized as Jain Dharma, or religious code, by the 5th century. The lineage has broken off, forming two distinct sects: the Spectambara, or white-clad, whose monks and nuns wear white robes, and the Digambara, or sky-clad, whose monks go naked, but the nuns, for social reasons, can't go naked, so Digambara nuns can't achieve nirvana in this lifetime until being reincarnated as a man in a future lifetime, which isn't like the Spectambara's belief that both male and females can achieve divinity. While history has produced varying sects, core beliefs continue to resonate. Jainism believes that all souls, human and non-human, are in a bondage to karmic particles that have been collected throughout previous lives, as well as in this lifetime. But through right knowledge, right intuition, right conduct, one can avoid and eliminate the attachment of negative karma particles to the soul, and therefore become eternally blissful and free from reincarnation and the physical cycle of life and death. In this worldview, all life forms have souls with the potential for divinity. Interfering with another soul's progress increases negative karma, and therefore Jain respects all life. Furthermore, all souls are part of one consciousness. Thus, a single creator is not discussed, but rather every soul has that potential to share in godlike omniscience upon reaching perfection. The 24 Jinas were individuals who achieved, through a series of reincarnation and a final life of perfection, nirvana and transcended karma. At the core of their religion, there are also major beliefs. While the vows emphasize as somewhat of a non-action, they still guide life every day. They consist of non-violence, truthfulness, non-stealing, celibacy or chastity, and non-possession or non-attachment to worldly things or people. These vows outline the essentials for defeating inner enemies such as greed and becoming liberated, and are slightly more lenient for householders than they are for monks. And this is according to the Here Now For Use website, accessed June 6, 2012. The religious culture is further expressed through customs. There are required customs for becoming and remaining a part of the ascetic Jain community. Initiates must memorize texts, pluck out all their hair, and in a ceremony they are given new names and implements by the main teacher, according to Paul Bunnis's article in the Encyclopedia of Religion, published 2005. On to the daily rituals, which include 6 obligatory actions. These are known as avasyakas, and they provide the concept of confession rituals similar to Catholic value, but in a much more internal process. That, as Here Now For Use website, access June 6, 2012, describes involves meditation of the senses, reverence to the 24 Jinas, as well as the monks and nuns, reflection and repentance, temporary laying down without motion, and a continual renunciation of certain activities. Jain religion also has, at the core of it, customary behaviors for nonviolence. Customs facilitate limiting harm to no other living beings, and this includes the vegetarian-only lifestyle. They'll only eat what will sustain their bodies, recognizing that eating fruits and vegetables requires eating organisms. Thus, the ultimate noble death for a Jain is through starvation, says Catherine Harper, author of Jainism in the Encyclopedia of Modern Asia, published 2002. She goes on to describe Jain customs of travel. Jains do not travel as freely as other cultures may, due to their fear of even stepping on insects. Thus, sweeping the ground is a practice many are familiar with. Railway travel is not preferred due to the possibility of organisms on the track, and even wearing a cloth over their face helps Jains avoid swallowing bugs or harming organisms in the air while they walk. The Jain religion has truly demonstrated peace throughout history's beliefs and customs. Peace can only be realized through self-denial, a practice that leads to internal and external liberation from life's unpeaceful ways. Jainism, as an ancient religion of India, places emphasis on the path to nirvana and devoting one's entire life to the peaceful Jain teachings and vows. Shedding the shackles of karma's weight upon the soul is believed to be achieved only through this journey towards nirvana. Life is all around us, caught in a cycle we all share, and if our every action has the power to bind karmic particles to the soul, what will you do the next time you see an ant? boys you can cross your path. And that is exploring Jainism. And here are my annotated bibliography sources. And that's a puppy, Chili Pepper, that was actually playing with an ant and didn't hurt it. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to